Hey there, everybody. I'm Christian Peter from Dark Horse Commercial, and I am joined by
Catie Henderson.
So, Catie, tell me where you're from and what you do.
I am from Miami, Florida, and I am a commercial real estate broker for the last year and a half.
Excellent, excellent. And if you can do me a favor, tell me a little bit about your experience with the program and so forth.
The program has opened up as many doors as possible for me. I actually came from the commercial real estate background previous to this 1.5 years, training brokers in the field and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know what you don't know. So I feel that commercial real estate is an ever-changing, every day can be something different.
Sure.
And you don't know what to ask. And sometimes during your courses, the Tuesday night huddle sessions and things like that, I was able to uncover things throughout my daily business and has helped tremendously. I didn't even know to ask certain questions.
Excellent, excellent. And in a sentence or two, right? What would you say to a residential agent or even a commercial agent that's looking to join the course? What advice would you give them?
This course provides accountability. And without accountability, I don't think that your prospecting efforts ever come to where you want them to be. You need someone, you don't want someone hounding you, but you want someone to be like, wow, that person did it. I want to do it too. If they can do it, I can do it. And I feel like being in that group setting, having you supporting us makes me a better agent, makes me push myself harder. And from that 8 to 11 marker in the morning for prospecting times.
Sure. And what was your biggest takeaway? If you had to choose one thing that you learned from the program that benefited you the most, what would that be?
This is going to be super weird.
Okay.
So
bring it.
we had a lesson one Tuesday night regarding property types and certain questions to ask or things to know before going into a certain property type. And I pride myself on the industrial asset, and we went over power. Mm-hmm. And the power completely changed. I was going into my first listing appointment, and I didn't know anything about the power. Every tour that I ever went, I was like, I'll get back to you, I'll ask the owner. I'll get back to you, ask the owner. We went over it that night. I was able to take a picture of the power board, and now I feel with confidence telling someone I know how to do that now. And you are a licensed,
electrical contractor, so that helps.
Exactly. So it made my life a lot easier.
Sure. And what results have you gotten? Talk a little bit about some of your successes.
So I believe it was my first week joining your course,
mm-hmm.
and you said push harder on Fridays. If you even posted it in the Facebook group, and I woke up that morning and I thought my lead had died. It would have been my first commercial lease, and I made one more call on a Friday afternoon and had the lease drafted that afternoon. They moved in 2 weeks later, and I would have not pushed myself because I thought I was being pushy, and I got it done.
Yeah.
So that Friday, one last push.
Love it.
Changed my life.
Love it. So that was one, and then what's in here on the desk?
I got 2 awards, guys.
Ooh.
My first commercial sale listing that I had to go at 7 in the morning for, because the owner wanted someone there at 7 a.m. and I was able to get my first sale listing and my first lease transaction. So, I got these 2 awards from CRE Basic Training, and I couldn't be more proud.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about the sale listing. What the size of it was.
Yeah.
What you learned from getting your first listing.
So I was nervous. My broker that I work for now usually goes on every single appointment with me, and I was able to do this all by myself. And the sale price is $1.38 million. It's a 9,995 square foot warehouse. Mm-hmm. Not in the best neighborhood either, but it shows well. It's a pretty space, and I knew nothing about the business at first. I sat there maybe 2 days before, did all of the comp work, made sure I knew all of the lease prices in the area, and was able to show those owners that I know the market, I know how to market properties properly, and 1.38 million.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice. And now, just out of curiosity, how much would the fee be on that? Just for half of it, not for the whole fee. What would half if you just sold it to another agent who brought a buyer?
3%.
Right. Which would be dollar-wise.
I think it's like 62.
You think?
I never did. You told me not to be too attached to things.
Go ahead and do it.
So let's do it really quick.
Go ahead and do it.
Times 3%, $41,000.
Not bad.
I'm trying to close it. So if you have a buyer, let me know.
That's it. Awesome. And then let me ask you this. before joining the program, what problems were you incurring that the program has solved for you?
Prospecting, being more confident, having your day scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that as though in the beginning I would try to prospect, and then you get that one good lead on the phone and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And no, you have to keep continuing to prospect, because without a pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
even though you're closing deals, once those deals go away, you don't have anything else to work on. So continuously having a schedule, carving out times throughout your day to prospect, and then obviously do your admin work and maybe searches for the leasing purposes too. But I'm trying to get as many sale listings as possible.
Beautiful.
And it really helped me out.
Beautiful. Excellent. And as far as someone that's on the fence, right? Someone saying, yeah, maybe I want to join a commercial program. Maybe I want to coach. I'm not sure. What would you say to them?
The most successful people that I've ever met have always had coaching. Whether it be, your broker is too busy throughout his day or her day, and having this group and having the knowledge center where we're able to watch videos and go back to, and then we have Tuesday meetings together, and we're able to bounce ideas off of people from across the country. Things that they say, sometimes I'm like, wow, that would work in Miami. I can totally say that.
Sure.
So having the group settings, having the knowledge behind the modules that you've created, and just little bits that you've thrown into those training sessions have helped me tremendously.
So kind of like the little nuggets in between the lessons. Okay.
So if anybody was on the fence, if you want to grow your business, or if you want to stay complacent, this is not for you. But if you're looking to make money and grow your business, this is where you should start. Especially if you're coming from residential to commercial. This is amazing.
Okay. And is it safe to say that you would recommend CRE basic training?
Oh, for sure. I've made plenty of phone calls. I'm passing them your way as we speak. So I've met people who, they say certain things throughout a tour, and you're like, what's your business? Like, what do you do every day? And I'm like, well, I'm a part of a program, and it's helping me, even little tidbits of ceiling height and power and things like that. Let me put you in touch with Christian Peter. So I'll be passing along more.
Awesome. Thank you. I do appreciate it. The referrals are always welcome. And realistically, it shows the strength of the program when you feel confident enough to say to someone that you know and like, a friend of yours, you should check this out as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And as far as, is there anything you'd like to add, in terms of what maybe your three biggest benefits are or something like that from the program?
I would say my three, I think I mentioned it earlier. It's accountability for me, being able to jump on the Tuesday calls, and you ask everybody, what are you working on? What have you accomplished? And things like that. Yep. And when you don't have anything to say, you're like, oh man, I'm not working hard enough. So accountability, the knowledge that I've gained from here, and honestly, the network too. To know that if I get a call from someone from New York and they want to buy in South Florida and they want to buy in Texas, I know who to call now. Yeah. And vice versa. I've spoken with people in the group as well, and they're like, Catie, I think I have people that want to open up a business in the Miami area because of the port. So networking with people too. Yeah,
the network's pretty nice. I mean, currently we have Texas, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, Minnesota, New York, Connecticut, Ohio, Pennsylvania. So, we have about 10 states covered, on the eastern side of the United States, and continuing, adding more every day. So there is a built-in network that we're seeing and synergies. I saw last week when we were doing a call, I saw people, in the chat sending work back and forth. So I love that. It's a great place. You might get a deal, or you might get, someone interested from where you're from originally up north. And, someone to send them.
But the accountability it definitely helps me every day with my motivation and inspiration. So.
Fantastic. And if you could specifically state like your favorite part, absolute favorite part, like what do you like the best?
My favorite part.
Well, I want to make you think on this one.
Oh man. Okay. I would say evaluation tool. You created an evaluation tool. I am not the best at math. Obviously, I just had to pull out my calculator.
So would I. Okay. So, we're not Rain Men here,
Christian created a valuation tool that you can apply to any asset type. I think we used it for a multifamily example for one of the training sessions, but I could eliminate a bedroom type and
Mm-hmm.
put it into multiple spaces for an industrial building.
For sure.
And knowing how to do that, I went to the owner, I had that Excel sheet, and it just makes you look that much more professional. Knowing how to ask the certain questions, most brokers don't even know to calculate the taxes. So you're already calculating the new taxes on what you know that the new sale price will be in the future, which obviously affects the cap rate. That helped me a lot. For
Beautiful.
sure. So I would definitely say the valuation lesson
Mhm.
and the tool itself that you created.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And any final words?
I can't thank you enough. I got my first deals because of
I
you.
love that. I'm so proud. Like,
I have, to this date, I've closed 7 commercial leases
Oh!
and I have 2 commercial sale listings.
ooh-wee. Okay, that nothing makes me prouder. Honestly, your success is my success. So if you're making headway, it means you're doing the right things.
I know I said a year and a half in the business, but I've only been at a commercial firm for 6 months now.
Yeah.
December 1st marks 6 months.
Yeah, and then we started not long after. And
Yeah.
what was the one bit of advice I kept saying to you, and once you finally started listening to me?
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Don't chase the big whales.
Yeah.
Don't chase the $50 million properties, and focus your business on 2,000 square feet, 3,000 square feet. Because honestly, I've learned more doing those deals than what I was doing. What was it? $22 million hotel deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get in touch with the owner, and I had a commission agreement signed with that $22 million hotel. But finding a buyer and going through the process a whole year later, they were like, I don't want it anymore.
Mhm.
So I learned more about deal flow, how to, I guess, not keep a hold of my clients, but make sure I was being transparent with them, asking the right questions, knowing how to generate an LOI, knowing how to generate a lease, asking for financials, and knowing what to do with them later. So I've learned more in the last 5 months than I did ever the first year of my career.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to watch your continued success. I really enjoy having you in the program.
Thanks.
So I love watching you grow. So thank you
you.
again for your time. I really appreciate it. It's
appreciate
been an
it.
absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.